I'm Hendrike. My full name is Maria-Hendrike, but usually people call me Hendrike. And I'm being put on a spot having an AI agents talk right after an ethics talk is like, oof. I'm happy to answer ethics questions about what I'm doing. I am managing a team of SREs that are automating toil away. Yes, we've all heard this before and before and before. It's SRE's mantra. My team is a bit special because we're actually working using LLMs, using agents to automate our toil away. And I usually have another speaker here with me as well. Ramon is currently giving, I think he's starting in 5 minutes, giving exactly the same talk internally. We had a bit of a collision. Why are we doing this? So for me, when I start my on-call morning, I'm dreading on-call. I don't like on-call. I don't know, some people love on-call. I just don't like it. I get up. If I'm not getting paged at 5 a.m., I'm getting up, I'm getting a cup of coffee, and I reluctantly open my laptop. I sit down, and I have a gigantic ticket queue. By the 8th ticket, that's actually obsolete because it's a Monday morning, and no one cares about something that broke on Saturday that didn't even page. I'm 1.5 hours into it. I need my second cup of coffee because my attention span is going down. I'm burning out. And it's Monday morning, right? It's 9:30 after 1.5 hours. And after the trazillionth ticket asking me to increase quota, I run out of coffee and patience. I am an incredibly impatient person. I don't thrive under repetitive tasks. And a lot of my colleagues report as well. So it's not a nice feeling to be in. So I've set my team and myself out to solve this and to eliminate this kind of ticket toll, the on-duty ticket toll, for a big organization within Google. So the title is a bit misleading. We're not doing this for all of Google yet, but we will be doing this for all of Google if you follow me. But right now, it's not all of Google. We're doing this slowly, but precise, and it's not something that is beautiful and fireworks and amazing, but it's work. It's really hard work. And we're using agents to do this. It's still hard work. So it's still there's no magic behind it. I would like to emphasize that we're not doing this on actual production emergencies yet. We have other tools for production emergencies. We're doing this on on-call duty tickets that are toily and machine generated, and it doesn't, honestly, if they wouldn't have come up, they would probably have paged. So we're not actually breaking a lot by doing something to make them go away. What's the cost of ticket toil? I think that's something to keep in mind. And apart from coffee for me, or tea for others, or mate for others, we have 2 different levels where the cost of ticket toil plays in, on a team level and on a horizontal level. On a horizontal level, we have a lot of our alerting is centrally generated by standard systems. So you create one bad alert and it impacts everyone. And you have everyone sitting in the morning, Monday morning, being frustrated by a bad alert. So that's something that is being done, that the tickets are fixed centrally. However, they do have a reason for their existence. So some of them are actually fairly useful. And we are looking So since they accumulate, we actually look at them and we automate them one at a time to see what we can do about automating the response to that ticket. We also realize that we have teams in need. If you have a team of 7 people, 7 people here, 7 people across the pond, and 2 people every week are responsible just for the ticket queues, in addition to the ones who hold the pager and are on call, that's a lot of people in your team. And it's not nice work. It's not fun. And we're really hoping to help them get to actual engineering problems that they are yearning to do to actually solve the reasons that their systems are toily. So again, we are deeply involved with the teams themselves, and we are asking them, hey, give us a list of tickets, and we teach them how to write the right skills. Oh, you see me in this talk, I'm mixing up the words playbook, prompts, and skills because it's all the same things, just in a different format. Some of it more elaborate. Just bear with me. I've evolved from a long time ago to this. So people need to learn how to write this and how to train it and how to understand where the system is going wrong. So we are enabling teams to actually write their skills and put them into the platform that we're having. So how do we do this? Well, our tickets are created. Can't do anything about it right now. That's not within what we're working on. We have a cron job that runs regularly. We try to make sure that it's aligned with the beginning of an on-call shift. So in the morning, when you grab your coffee and you sit down and you see, oh, my ticket queue only has relevant stuff that's actually broken. That's so wonderful. That's a beautiful feeling. I've never had that before. And so the system actually looks at the tickets and selects the one that it knows, oh, I can handle that. Oh, that's cool. I know. This is actually obsolete. Or, oh, this is interesting. I don't know what to do here. I'm just going to ignore it. It does not leave random bullshit comments that LLMs love to give on the tickets. It just doesn't do anything, ignores what it can't do, it ignores. And it's allowed to do a lot of log fetching. It's allowed to look into the monitoring, into production, but it's not allowed to mutate and to do anything in production that is not closely monitored by the human. So we still have a lot of human in the loop in there. Some things like sending a change list around, I think that's happening. But it's not saying, oh, let me just drain the US. We don't need traffic in the US. It's broken anyway. Who cares? So that's not happening. We are working on it very slowly, meticulously, but it's not a one shot. We're giving it all the power, because that would also, again, not be very ethical to have our agents do random stuff in production. We value precision over coverage and recall. And that's actually the way we got people to adopt our system. It doesn't do stuff where we are not extremely sure that it works. That's building trust. Right now, we see a lot of people not being hesitant with adoption of agents, with agentic tools. They see, okay, it's not always working. It's not doing or it's lying to me even. It has not run all the tests I've told it to run. It's lying. It's not working as well as I wanted to. And that's why we need to have high precision to actually have the trust for people to give off the scepter of on-duty ticket handling to a different system. It's an assistant. It's not ultimately responsible. We're currently running everything in dry run for quite a long time before we actually say this is fine, and we have teams look into this. At the beginning, we didn't do this. We were like, oh, this looks fine, let's just go. And we had people crying out loud, no, this isn't working. Stop having your rogue agent comment on my tickets. You're making our life even harder because it's commenting a novel. Right now, we are at a state where people are coming and saying, hey, your precision is awesome, we want more coverage. But to get to that state, you actually need to deliver trust, and you need to deliver on that promise of precision. There are a few problems. I have a background in AI, so for me, overfitting is a very typical problem that you can have. When you have very few tickets, or when you are creating the skills yourself, you are running the risk of overfitting. Not every system, so at Google, we try to actually have systems look the same, but they are not really always the same. And every team has different little policies and different ideas how things should be solved. And if we are looking only at a few tickets while creating the skills, or by even auto-generating the skills, so we're now at a point where we're starting to auto-generate the skills, we're still double-checking them afterwards, we are overfitting. And we need to prevent this by keeping us in the loop, keeping people who know the space in the loop, and still understanding what is actually happening there. So we do have a direct feedback loop that also is continuously happening. So even the tickets that we know that have high precision and that are running constantly, the handling, they do have this feedback loop that we're taking into account, and that is feeding back into the ticket handler. We are also, we are looking at a bit of a cultural shift. When I started in SRE 13, 14 years ago, when you were seeing something that was alerting too much, okay, cool, we're fixing the alert. Now we're moving towards not just fixing the alerting, but actually fixing the response to the alerting. So you have a response, a given playbook, a given skill that is responding to that alerting, that ticket. And your responsibility as an on-duty, as an on-caller, is also to make sure that the response by the system is adequate, is working. So that cultural shift is also something that we need to instill when we are working directly with the teams. And when we are embedding ourselves into the teams. Now, one thing that we could actually run into is we have a machine that is creating a lot of tickets, and we have another machine that is always answering all the tickets, and we have another machine that is creating more and more tickets, and another one that is always answering it. And then they are just talking to another, and nothing happens. It's just a lot of noise and things running in data centers that no one cares. We are aware that what we're doing now is a Band-Aid. I don't like the solution we're having. I don't want to have agents do this. I actually want this stuff to be fixed at the source. Right now, we do not have the capacity, the human capacity, to fix all the tickets at source. We don't have we have teams that are overwhelmed, so we cannot go and fix all the noise at source yet. It's a short-term solution, and we hope that we are freeing engineering resources to actually fix problems at source. We are tracking the noise, and we're tracking the tickets, we're tracking the response to the tickets, and we're also feeding this back to the horizontal ticket creation. And that is also, again, informing on how to change tickets and how to change alerting thresholds and so on. Some of them actually will get removed. And yes, it means that we have less coverage. And yes, it means that we are actually fixing less tickets. And if we go to leadership and say, oh, actually, we're doing a lot less, this is good. This is because the ultimate goal is freeing engineering resources for people and not to actually look at those tickets. This is good. We're exactly, yeah. So what are the lessons that we have learned? Apart from the ones that I've just talked about, start slow, start iteratively, continuously deliver. So precision, again, is the most important thing, but also you want to continuously deliver, have like yet another kind of handling in there. You want to just continuously deliver and to make sure that people are getting interested and not bored. And iterate quickly on the feedback that you get from the adopting teams. Trust is, in this space, one of the most important assets that you have. And you can lose this trust by being too slow, by being too fast, by losing precision. So you need to navigate the whole trust space very carefully. It also means talking to a lot of people to make sure, do you still trust us? Do you feel like there's a problem? But then, once you have built that trust, you need to be prepared to be successful. And that is something where we failed. We were so surprised that at one point, the 4 engineers that were working on it were like, okay, I can't spend every morning spending an hour answering emails of people who want to use the system and don't know how, because we don't know how to actually do this yet for all the teams. So be prepared, be mentally prepared, have some sort of simple self-service approach very early on, and make sure that you have canned responses because you don't have to write any answer again and again and again. And one thing finally that is super important to me, I've found that in the AI space, let me put this just very generalized, there's a lot of, oh, this looks nice. Let me do this. I'm the first one. I'm going to win this space. Oh, this looks nice. I'm going to win. I'm going to be the best in it. And that's not how I found our team worked best and how we actually moved the needle. It was collaboration. It was aligning the value of trying to help people not do the soul-crushing jobs. It is collaboration, and it's talking, and it's getting on the same page. And that leaves 10 minutes for questions.